Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2022. You can see our new grass field already underway. It's big, it's beautiful, but we'll see how long it actually lasts. Now, we are in the month of September, and we do need to take care of getting some canola in one of our fields. But before we get started with that, let's have a look at our contracts. And, ooh, you can see a very sweet contract here for $15,000. I don't mind if I do, sir, because money, we need money. Now, there's a bunch of baling contracts, which I don't think we'll do this episode here, but it's definitely a very strong possibility because we do need to save up for the rest of our mowing equipment. And maybe what we'll just do is let's have a look-see. Field 61. Are we in the neighborhood? Are we going to be anywhere near? And the answer is yes. So what we could do is we will also come in here and we will grab field 61 as well as a quick and easy contract because we be in the neighborhood. So let's do that. Now, before we actually get started with that fertilizing contract, we'll hop into our tractor here, our trusty John Deere, and we're going to go over and get our cultivator. Yeah, man, the farm does look very, very different now with it, that cut-through road. But I think it's going to be great. Now, hopefully we actually do go through with the entire redo of the front yard here. We'll see how many cuts we get in before that happens, but we'll need some equipment for that. But let's get over to our middle field, drive across our neighbor's field because I don't think he's out and about at the moment. No, we're good. So we've already got one layer of fertilizer on this particular field. So we'll just come in and get it lowered. Make sure we're good. We're lined up. Kind of. Get ourselves straightened out. And there we go. Rip roaring right along. And you can see the fact that we are churning up some stones. So they look to be pretty sizable ones. So lined up a little better here. What I think we'll do, let's make sure we're hitting the edge because we are missing it. We'll go around the headland of this because this particular field, I don't think it's actually square. Or my tractor actually does drift a little to the right. But okay, so we'll get this. I think we'll do a quick loop-de-loop around. So I'd like to say if I'm going to have trouble with the headland, the worker will too, but let's be honest, it's probably me with the biggest challenge. But we'll come along. Get things squared away there. There we go. One of our many beehives on the go. Make us some nice, good, sweet, sweet money. A little while yet before it will make us, well, and we'll go back and we'll do one more this way. Before we actually can sell that honey, I think it's February, so many, many months away. No, eventually we should be able to take advantage of a production where, that honey will go to instead of just being sold right at the store. But we're here now. That is good. You can see some wilted canola that we previously missed. All right, so with that, let's get ourselves lined up a tad better here. Get this set off on a worker. And now let's hop over and get some fertilizing underway. It took us a couple minutes to get over here, obviously off screen. I did spare you the trip to the store and then over to here. We will start with field 61. It's the smallest, and that way we can accept the contract as soon as we basically probably do almost but one pass here. That's not 61. Just gonna beep, beep, beep. All right, let's back that baby up. Yeah, so we're just gonna head over to field 61 here. Man, I feel like that crop dust during Independence Day. He had a reason. He was, quite drunk, where that's not my case. So I don't have a really good excuse, except, yeah, that didn't work out too well. So we'll just zip along here. It looks like we'll have to do one more quick pass going up the other side. Make sure we stop before we bring home a white picket fence. I was about to say, you know what? We could use a white picket fence on our farm front yard, but we're not there yet. I'm not sure if that's what we'll do when we reconfigure that in a future episode. But definitely not something we're going to invest any money in at this point in time. And there we go. Field 61 is done. So as you can see, we can just hop in and we can take this $1,200. Now, you might have noticed, oops, click, click, click. We have less than $20,000 even after collecting that $1,200. Well, needed to make a pit stop at the store, as I kind of mentioned, and top up the good old fertilizer machine here. So, but we'll make that back. Bought 2 bags. What is it, $3,800 or something to that effect. So we'll likely have to make a drive back. But what we are going to do is we'll get things started. And as you've noticed with the cultivator that I currently have on a helper back at the main farm, on our farm, is that we're churning up a lot of stones. So let's get this on a helper. And let's get another tractor on the go. So what is ironic is the one tractor we have left back at the farm is the one with the seeder on it that we obviously do need. I can't believe it. I remember at the beginning of this the beginning of this series, I'm like, maybe I should sell a tractor and use that money for other things. And, you know, might have been a worthwhile endeavor. But now with everything I have on the go and trying to be as efficient as we can, we'll have to wait for the cultivator to be done. And then we can use that tractor to pick up the seeder and get some canola planted. So let's come into here. There we go. Get all the way over the edge. So these aren't too bad. But this will maybe add up. It's hard to tell. Like, some of them are definitely look bigger than others. But obviously, it's important to get this done. And we do have the stone picker here. And it's a nice looking machine. It needs a wash, though. Yeah, it's on the to-do list to buy a pressure washer and put it on the farm. But that will be done after after we take care of redoing the yard. No sense spending money on one right now. Come along here. Probably actually should have gone along and done the headland. Okay, so we're gonna test something here. I'm just pretty much gonna leave the joystick untouched except to rotate the camera. Yeah, you can see we're drifting. There is an Elmcreek drift. I knew it. It's a real thing. Must be the way the earth is tilted in this vicinity. Oh, we're getting rain. Wow. Haven't had rain in the longest time. It actually shocked me. I saw the bird and I thought, is there new gameplay features where the crows will poop on you now that you've disturbed them in the field? Well, that'd be awkward. But maybe in Farming Simulator 2024 or a future DLC patch. We'll see what they come out with. But I would hope not. So coming along. I don't think we're going to catch up to the cultivator. But let's just zip along in a time lapse. And we'll be back momentarily. We are just finishing up cultivating this field, which is good news. You know, I will say though, however, I do think out of all the field prep work, cultivation is probably the most enjoyable. Well, of course, fertilizing, it is probably the quickest and the easiest, but compared to, say, the stone picking and seeding, you know, not so much. But we are coming up upon one of our many beehives with that glorious sweet, sweet honey that will make us some nice, easy money as the series progress. So with that, let's get this cultivator back to the farmyard and we can start seeding this field. We can now get this underway and get our very precious canola into this field to help feed our oil mill. You can see in the back there, worker working on the stone picking. So have them starting on the other side of the field and we can start the seeding on this side so we don't get in each other's way. We'll likely eventually have to swap sides at some point, but for now, we can just get this going. As you can see here, we have our former wheat field we need to take care of, but that is not for today. Oh my goodness, that stone picker is doing a pretty good job of catching up. But we'll get this done soon enough, which is good news. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, a little bit of a drift there. Happens when I get distracted with the camera work. So we're just gonna beep, 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 beep. Probably should actually find the sound effect for that. Then that would potentially be just a tad bit helpful. Now, I do think we will not go along the headland because we have the worker doing the stone picking. And I'm not exactly sure what would happen if we cross the streams. I mean, cross paths. Sorry, this isn't Ghostbusters. But we'll just keep going up and down on this side of the field, which is fine. But we'll set this off on a worker while we take care of another worker issue. Let's hop over to where we have some more fertilizing underway. I had sent this worker to fertilize field 43. Just picked up an extra couple contracts, but it does look like didn't want to finish the job. So we'll just quickly finish this up. See at 70%. Okay, so I think we're going to have to do a loop. Okay, little small patch over there we just got to get to. So yeah, I picked up 2 other fertilizer contracts here. Field 43, this small little field. It is on our way back, and we had plenty of fertilizer in the hopper. And that one is done. And now we're just going to drive up to field number 40. You can kind of see that flashing at the top of the little mini map. So that's just another one. Obviously, that is right across from our field. Speaking of fields, look at that sweet, sweet sunflower field. Would love to be able to pick up that harvest contract and take it to my oil and mill production. Although, the game seems to be a little cheeky now that it knows that I own it. It'll be like, no, we're going to sell that elsewhere. That's not your delivery point. Oh well, perhaps one day. But as you can see here, field 40, I think it is, right across from our farm, basically, right at kitty corner. So we can definitely just take care of this one lickety-split, barb a click. You know, some very quick and easy money. As you know, we are working our way up to needing some money. It's going to be a while before we get some money really flowing in. You know, because, you know, I think it's December is maybe the canola. I'll have to have a look again. But a lot of our other products are really January, February for when they're at their best sell point. So we'll be a little while before we can actually get some more cash flow in without taking some of these contracts in. And we do need to add to our mowing equipment. So, wow, a lot of things I want to do. New fields, new equipment, new tractor. So, yeah, in the short term, for I think this season here, this season up to probably next harvest or the next planting season, we'll have to take on some contracts, but we'll see. Probably overspent a little money in a few spots, but that's fine. They're all worthwhile investments. So taking on a contract here and there, you know, especially these fertilizer contracts are, you know, nice and easy. So, and, you know, quick money. So don't mind doing those. So that is fine in my books. So we're almost wrapped up. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Nice and done. So as you can see here from these contracts, plus the one we collected on earlier, about $20,000. So not too bad. Very much appreciate it. Let's have a quick little peek at the harvest contracts. So that's see if the sunflowers are ready to harvest, though. I do think it's next month. Just thinking about our own plans for our own fields. So yeah, none of those. So we can get this back to our farm. Yeah, harvestable next month. So we'll see whether that's there. So that is fine. We are just going to hop over to the other side of the field with the seeder. As you can see there, our stone picker is working its way over. And I don't want this to run into each other while we zip along here in a very quick time lapse. So with that, we will see you back momentarily. We are getting very, very close to finishing off this field. It'll be great. Be great to have all this canola again for next season. Added to our oil mill production. You know, I think that's been replanted with canola by the farmer. Be nice to get. No, simply because I want to keep feeding the oil mill. Because money, yes, the joyous, joyous money. So let's have a look-see here. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to do 2 passes. I don't think we'll be as lucky to get this all done in one. But we're getting this in. We're going to have to wait a little while longer because we did not get this planted in August. We instead focused on converting the grass field, or the front fields, to grass. Let's see, can we? Will we? Can I be cheeky about this? No, I don't think that's gonna work. We're just off a tad. Did we miss? Whoa, speaking of missing, this is what happens when you get distracted. So we'll just back up this bus here. Yeah, we'll have to come back down for another pass anyways. So we'll make sure we are a little overlapped. We'll check that out because if you look along the edge of the field, it looks like there's a patch that was also missed, so we'll get that one. But not a bad month, or a bad start to the month, I should say. Move over here. Yeah, definitely some issues going up and down this field, but that's fine. We have $35,000 in the bank. We started it with $20,000. Took on some nice, easy breezy fertilizer contracts. Next month, we'll look into maybe doing some harvesting contracts as well. Although we will I'll have to have a look-see whether we're going to jump forward to October right away or whether we'll stay in September for another episode, at least part of the episode. I don't know if I'm going to plant wheat again. That's simply because, sorghum, nice crop that we had back there. Should we look at doing something else? But otherwise, it's wheat or barley that it's something that we'll end up planting if we plant anything at this point. Otherwise, we'll wait until the spring and get a plant like sorghum or maybe some more sunflowers. But we need to keep those chickens fed and happy. So that is definitely a consideration. So we're doing well. And yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up here. So I would like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. And until next time, bye for now.